Hello. How are you?
You were stuck on the start screen there.
Yeah, we seem to be stuck. I'm going to get rid of that. I think I can get rid of that.
There we go.
Welcome back to Keep On Collecting. Here we are.
I was just having a laugh to myself, at myself actually.
At yourself.
That was a while ago we did that, didn't it? Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's quite a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago we did that.
4 years ago, yeah. Gee.
Yeah, and we've had to update the music there a little bit. So when it goes dun dun dun, like there was 3 scenes that were shown dun 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 simultaneously with that music in beat, and it's a little bit off at the moment because we've had to change the music because of the copyright that. Well, we didn't get a copyright strike, but it was just a copyright, so like against us. So I didn't really want that tonight. So I just changed the music up to something that.
Did they actually take the video down if you get a strike, or
No? Oh, if you get a strike, but they allow you to still use it. But
okay,
yeah, we just yeah, you can't get monetized. Not that we do anyway, but yeah, it was just. It's just rather not deal with that. It's cool. Well, sometimes I have seen cases where you are streaming, and because it goes on for a while, it actually pulls the stream off YouTube. So
okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So
we watched one before. One of Dean's ones happened to him, didn't it?
Yeah, it happened to Dean and Scree. There was one with Gary B as well. It happened there too. So. Yeah, I didn't really want that to happen, so I thought I'll just get I know there's music that isn't copyrighted, but it was from the radio. They did a radio play in the last few years.
Okay.
And the music's similar, so it's good. We're happy.
Excellent.
Welcome everyone. It's Keep On Collecting. We're going to talk about Space 1999. It's the 50 years of Space 1999 this week. And we got a lot of fond memories with a lot of amazing toys to show you. And we know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but we hope that maybe you can just sort of maybe learn something tonight. Like there's probably some trivia in there and some fun facts as we go through the show and the toys and our favourite episodes.
Yes. I mean, we just love it, as you might be able to see.
Cosplay, like I don't cosplay, but I reckon I could cosplay as this. What about you?
I think, yeah, that's right. I think because it had such a big impact on our growing up, didn't it?
Yeah. It's kind of helped us where we are today, really, hasn't it? Like without collecting.
There's just a lot of shows. I can't really watch over and over, but they only did 2 seasons of Space 1999, and we just watch them over and over. Still 50 years later, it's incredible.
Just can't get enough of it. Maybe we're just old and sad. I don't know.
Yeah, old and sad. Don't want to watch anything new.
Well, do want to watch new things anyway. And also, I'm going to have to say Happy Father's Day to you, Andrew.
Yeah, same to you, Matt. Happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day to all of you guys out there in the watching and in the chat. And talking of the chat, let's go and say hello to a few people that are in here watching. We have Plastic Power. G'day, Matt and Andrew. Keen to learn tonight. Okay. No next to nothing on space. Okay, well that's okay. Hopefully we can teach you something tonight. And we've got Johnny here. G'day, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. How you going?
Yes. Hey, yeah. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good over there in Western Australia. It's a couple of hours behind, so I guess it's 6 p.m. Almost probably dinner time for you. We have
Rolando. Hello, Rolando. We've been watching your videos.
Yeah. Watching your toy hunts, my friend. Rolando's just saying hi, and then we have that intro. Brilliant, lads. Thanks.
Yes. I think we should have to do more of those, Luke. We love making those. It was great.
Yeah, they're lots of fun. And then we kind of did a toy commercial one as well, which was just as much fun.
Oh, you haven't loaded that one up, have you?
No, this thing only allows me to load maybe 3 vids.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, catch that one out. We did a reenactment of the commercial for the Mattel
Eagle.
Space 1909 toy.
Yep.
And we did it. We did it exactly a spot-on recreation. So we got the shirts, did all the movements, but we added things in because we like it that we were old.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's the two young kids, kind of. They were young, and then we pretended we were the two kids older, with lots of creaky bones.
Creaky bones.
Needed walking assistance. We've got Valo here. G'day, Valo.
G'day.
All the way from I think that's a Finnish flag, Finland. I think.
Oh, I'm not.
I don't want to. I'm sure. Sorry if I'm
not big on flags.
Ignorant, sorry, not arrogant. Ignorant around the whole flag business.
Yeah.
He's always joining us. So thank you very much, Valo.
Eagle one. Orlando.
That's the one. And Joe's going, in space, nobody can hear you unbox your toys. Ain't that the truth?
Well, actually, when was Aliens was later, wasn't it? Was it earlier than later?
It was, no, it's later. So Aliens was 79.
79.
Yeah. So, and this, I think this went into production in, I think it was 1974.
Oh, okay.
And the first episode. So, fun fact, it actually was shown in Australia, the first episode before, like the world premiere on the 28th of July, 1975. But we're looking more at the 50th anniversary, and Gerry Anderson and like that whole site, like his son Jamie, they're all celebrating 50, I think, from the 4th of September 1975, which is exactly. So yeah, the other day it was 50 years.
Yeah, so
in UK TV.
We were close to it, but So I mean, so when did it air here? 70.
Yeah, 28th of July, 75. So probably 75. A good 4 or 5 weeks before the UK, it showed the first episode here, which was, I don't know the reason why that was, but that was just a fun fact.
Was that because we would only saw them on repeat, even though we saw them at probably around the 7, I think probably around about, started seeing it around about the 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we probably seen repeats, 10 o'clock when we were a little bit younger, on the reruns. I think I've seen TV guides from the 70s, and Space 1999 was playing, I think initially on a Saturday night on Channel 7, like at 8:30 or something. Yeah. So, its initial run was like, it was premiere programming, like on TV, not like the reruns were more 10 o'clock on Channel 7, after, was that before or after Romper Room?
That's the thing, because the nature of the show, I mean, especially the first series, which would have been quite scary. Well, it was, and so they had to, screw. They'd have to play it after all the kids sort of like shows and more into that adult time slot.
Yeah.
Even though it's 10 in the morning.
Yeah. Like it was like when some of those episodes in season 1 were scary. Like they were scary.
They were.
Like they were talking about Doctor Who hiding behind the couch with Daleks and Cybermen, but Space 1999 first season had its moments too, right?
Oh, definitely. And there's, I mean, we'll get to it, but there's only one episode that tops them all, I think, in the...
So which is your favourite season, Andrew?
Well, I'm a season 1 boy. I know Matt's a season 2.
Well, you keep going because I'll tell you my thoughts on Space 1999. 5.
Definitely a season 1. I mean, as I got the character that actually we got from the auction, and that's Victor Bergman.
Yep.
And he's the scientist, and I think I really, even as a kid, I really liked his character, that calm scientific approach.
Yeah.
Other to John yelling and screaming all the time.
He seemed a bit of an angry man, John, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, how you going, Jules? Sorry.
Jules, thanks for joining us, Jules. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So
he was a very angry man, wasn't he?
Prefer there was some good episodes in season 2, and don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But their season 1 was definitely still is my go-to.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. That's the way to go. I think so. I'll explain myself then. Like, I think I as a kid I did enjoy season 2 more. So I think we need to explain to people season 1 and season 2 are almost completely different shows, aren't they?
They certainly are.
Season 1 was very like a bit of a space opera, space drama, very well written, very serious. So it was a very intelligent show, and season 2 was as well. But they had moved like what was the main mission where they all hung out like in the main area had changed to command center.
Yeah.
The uniforms changed. It became a little bit darker, and that's because they got Fred Freiberger in as producer, and he was known for his Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, that's right. And he wanted that monster action.
Monster action, visiting planets, lots of monsters, and that's why as a child I absolutely loved it. But however, in saying that as well, season 1 now as an adult who appreciates top stories, I have turned into more of a season 1 guy where I just want something a little bit more chunky and a little bit less nonsense.
Yeah.
It is season 1 for me. Like, I looked at all those episodes, like there was 48 episodes, and I went, you know what? A couple of my favorite ones I think are in season 1 now. So, but I've still got some faves in season 2.
Do you want to give it a quick explanation of what the show was about, Matt?
Yeah, if you do that, I'm going to get up a picture of here of the like I think of the cast of season 1. So if you tell everyone a little bit about the concept of Space 1999, how it started.
Well, basically, that's my favorite monster.
No, I know that is, but we don't want to show that yet.
We don't want
to I'm going to get rid of that.
So basically, what the concept is that there's the humans have a base on the moon.
Yep.
That's the cast there.
Yep.
And they go to and fro to Earth, and they do an explanation. Actually, they're using the moon as a dumping ground for the nuclear waste at the start of it, aren't they?
They are, yeah. They are.
So I mean, they sort of colonized the moon,
yes.
With a base, and then with the first episode, they're actually using it to store nuclear waste from Earth.
Yeah.
But the waste gets too compact, and then explodes, and then it blows the moon out of the Earth's orbit, and then the moon just keeps on going. And then after that, they're trying to find a new Earth. Obviously, the Earth won't return back to. the moon won't return back to Earth, and so they have to find a new planet to settle on. So it's a bit of it's a bit like Battlestar Galactica, really. That's the same sort of premise, isn't it? And
yeah, it is. Yeah,
and I mean they were after this, of course, and so so they come across different challenges, things in space, monsters, and their own sort of like being trapped on the moon, going stir crazy, things like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to we'll get a picture of Moonbase Alpha up for us so people can see Moonbase Alpha. But I think there was like 311 men, women, and children on Moonbase Alpha too.
So you can see there with that picture that if we just have a look at the uniforms for a minute.
Yeah.
Now the colour, as you can see, I've got purple on a sleeve, so you can see they've got a different coloured sleeve.
Yeah.
And that represents the different what they were. So the commander was black. Helena Russell, which is the woman next to him there, which is his sort of like pseudo love interest, really, and she's a doctor, so she's got white.
Yeah.
Now Victor's actually he didn't have white. His was just plain, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just grey. Yeah.
It's grey. It wasn't a grey sleeve. It was just the same. It was just the
same colour as the. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's to say because he was a scientist, he was sort of neutral to everything. But then you had the yellow. You had yellow and orange.
That's yellow,
orange,
Sandra, and orange was Alan.
Brown was the computer expert. He controlled the computer.
Yep.
And of course you got your classic red shirts.
Yeah, lots of red there. They were more the computer technicians, weren't they?
Yeah, they're all the ones. There was a main one there at the front there, and he stayed around. But I tell you what, there's still a lot of red shirts that copped it.
Yeah. And did you mention purple?
Yeah, purple, which I'm wearing at the moment, is security. So,
yeah, and let me have a look. I'm going to share another screen here, and this is actually the base. Let me just get the right. Where is that? I've got to try and find it, my friend. Shut that down. Bear with me here. I'm clicking away. You can hear me clicking away, can't you? Can you? Whoa, that's huge. All right. Let me get back. I'm just going to share this. Here we go. All right. So this is Moonbase Alpha.
Yep.
There we go. So that is the base of these down here where the big orange crosses are, where this was the landing pads, wasn't it? So,
yeah, it's the landing pads for their ships, and the ships were called Eagles.
Yes, which is very iconic. It's one of probably the most recognizable spaceships in television history, to be honest.
Well, that's right, and even with to jump a bit, when they were doing Star Wars, the original concept for, say, the Millennium Falcon looked too much like the Eagle, so he actually changed it.
There you go.
Yeah, so they changed it because I think he had a lot of. He must have watched the show too, and yeah, so it was very, very sort of like Eagle-ish concept. So he had to change it.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, they so the first season was 24 episodes, and they went for about 40 to 45 minutes long, I guess.
Yeah, an hour with the ads on TV, I suppose.
Yeah, they filled an hour slot on TV.
Yep.
So did we like? So then, of course, let's talk. Shall we talk some toys? Go straight into some toys.
We can go into the toys. And we can start. What do you want to start with? The big boy or something small?
Well, we'll go for some. Yeah, we'll do some small first. I've got. Yeah, so I think at first, I think in England, Palitoy picked up. I don't actually have any pictures, but Palitoy picked up the license for some action figures in England, the UK. Right. And that's where there was I think, from what I can remember, there was a John, and they had a Paul as well.
Okay.
And Paul had a white outfit. They were good. Like, there was white with red sleeve, and John had his black sleeve. And then I think there was a couple of aliens as well. But that was it. I think there's only like about 4 figures.
What size were they?
They were like the Mego size, so they were 80.
Oh, okay, the Mego doll size.
Yeah, and then Mattel also had the license, so Mattel released some decent stuff, really. So I'll show you what they released here. I've got the Mattel ones, so I'll just make myself big, and I'll make you down here on the side like that. Ooh. Hello. So this is the Helena Russell. Now the thing about these 8-inch figures, they weren't, the color of their uniforms are nothing like the TV show. No,
that's right. You can really notice it now.
Yeah. And they come with accessories. So we'll just lift her arm up there like this. And you can see they came with their stun gun, which was removable.
Beautiful.
And their comlock.
Yeah, they got it reversed around, haven't they? Instead of the orange sleeve, they got like orange and then the brown, sort of like the khaki sleeve, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit funny that way. And here's your fave. It's but the likeness. Look at the likeness to Barbara Bain.
Yeah.
And that's the likeness to Barry Morse.
Yeah.
And that's a chocolate brown, and he's got his, with a light tan stripe. and sleeve down that side. So, and they got their shoes. They didn't have socks like a $6 million man. They just had little shoes.
Well, you've got to have comfortable slippers when you're in space, you see.
That's right, because in space,
well,
you've got to be comfortable. Here's the John one. He's the John Koenig. So he was probably more like the actual TV show with the tan outfit and a black sleeve, right?
Yes, that's very close to it, isn't it?
Just the likeness of these three Mattel dolls, action figures, are excellent, I thought. And I picked these up at Penrith Collecticon. It was like one of the last ones, I think, before the current person, before Amy took over. Remember Collecticon in Penrith near Panthers? It was one of the last ones, and they were sitting on a table for an amazing price, under $100. And I knew that probably one was worth $100.
Yes.
And I snaffled them up.
They were actually repurposed Cindy dolls, weren't they?
I don't know. I'm not sure about the whole sculpt of them all, but
the bodies, I think, were repurposed Cindy dolls or something like that. Or
could be, Andrew. Maybe you should have researched that and help me out on that one. But yeah, you could be right, because coming from Mattel, such a large toy company, they've probably just reused bodies from a previous line. Yeah. And of course, with those, you need a play set to go with the action figures, don't you? So Mattel released this Space 1999 Moonbase Alpha control room and launch monitor setup. There you go. It has been opened before. That's the way I got it. But you can see that with it was basically the vinyl. So you got the cardboard with the vinyl over top of it.
Yep.
And the chair and I think that's like a little seat thing. That's plastic, and the console there is all plastic with some stickers on it. But yeah, you can see how big that is. It can fit quite easily 3 action figures in there, or the dolls. So
yeah.
And I think it actually had like a star flash computer, lights up. Look at that.
It lights up. Oh, that's brilliant.
But it's massive. I remember how we watched that. What's his name? Blast Process, I think it is. And he opened it up on the floor, and it was just huge.
Yeah.
And so I've never opened this up. So yeah, vinyl covered walls, a TV monitor screens. So that's pretty cool. Like, I guess ultimately it would be great to set that up on a shelf or in a cup, like in a display unit with the figures around it. I think that would be amazing. So
that'd be good, yeah.
So they were some toys that Mattel released, but of course, and Andrew's going to take us into a new realm with something amazing. What else did Mattel release in 1970s? 76, I think they released all these, wasn't it?
Okay, I'll let me move
some things out of the way.
Things around.
There's just not enough room sometimes on these tables.
Not enough room, and they released this big bad boy. Look at that.
Please, 1999 Eagle one, please.
The Eagle, and I mean, classic Mattel. They like your box there, Matt, because these ends were glued.
Yeah, they were. G'day, Phil.
And g'day, Phil. So these ends were glued, so you can never get one that's got a really decent box unless it's sealed or someone really cut around carefully and with a knife. But yeah, this big beautiful bad boy came out. Something that, as a kid, we never saw. So we didn't know this even existed until about 2000, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, like I think must have been when we met in 2000, and then that's when we found this, didn't we? I think you found it on eBay. You're a bit of an eBay guy.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny's saying, Johnny's watched Blake 7 and OG Star Trek.
Yeah, well, Blake 7's another great show that we love. Well, actually, I love a lot too. I love Blake 7. That's a pure drama, that one.
Yeah, that's
but yeah, so they released this Eagle. I've actually got this one here, and then there's one inside the box here. So,
you got 2. Okay.
You got to have 2. I had 3, and I sold one, and I still have nightmares about doing it. So
You're funny.
anyway, yeah. So you can see the size of this playset. Now these are very brittle now. Mine needs a good clean because I don't think I've ever cleaned it since I got it from eBay. But as you can see, it is a monster. And
3 foot, Andrew.
3 foot. It also, what it does, you can actually, if I can put it down without, because I'll drop it for sure. It has play features.
Yep.
If I can get it out, the nose cone where the pilots sit, so that the pilots sit inside there.
Yeah, and you can see, the windows.
You can. I'll get over here. Sorry, and then you can't actually get them in through the roof, really that well, can you?
No, it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's anyway that goes up. They go in. They had these size action figures. What are they? I reckon about 2.5 inch.
Yeah, they're almost the same size as Mask, aren't they? Like a 2.75.
Yeah, very, very Mask size. So they came in 3. I've got 2 here. I think I've got the third one, which is in a seating position.
Yeah.
This one's has the helmet on it.
Yep.
I'm leaning over. It has the helmet on it,
which you can remove too.
Which you can remove, yeah. And the broken vest, of course, which we saw the other night repairing.
Oh yeah, Toy Polloi was was repairing some of these figures the other. Yeah.
So this actually allegedly, if I can get it out.
He's trying to do it all one hand. While you do that.
Sure.
Yes, Brendan Haley just says, great TV series. Introduced some of my younger friends to this and UFO a couple of years ago. I enjoy series 1 more than series 2. Yeah, good call, Brendan.
So with this play set, you can take you can change it. You can take the front off.
Yep.
You can take the back rockets off.
Yeah. And almost build your own.
Put a button in.
Yep.
Gosh, now I used to do this all the time. It come off really quick. Good.
Dino says hi to you.
Hey, Dino.
Totally Taylor Dino, that is.
And that goes together and it makes a smaller craft.
A small little, yeah.
Yeah, so made a smaller one. You could put the rockets on there. I mean, in the show, they didn't have one that was like that. They had one where it did jettison.
Yeah.
The pod did jettison. But it didn't really have the big rockets on the back.
No, that's
also,
right.
This one, they do have an interior.
Yep.
You can see inside. There's seats. There's a little hatch there where they could winch down. There is a winch. And there was a gun rack. Matt's got the gun rack. I do not have the gun rack.
Oh, so, you don't have the gun rack. Okay.
No, I don't have. I don't think in this one. I'm not sure if the one inside has the gun rack. I can't remember.
Okay.
Because so, and there, I mean, obviously, when we got this, it was quite. Even then, they were quite fragile. Not something you could really play with, purely display purposes now, because these things are so brittle.
Correct. Yeah. And so Brendan's going, those costumes, so Star Trek motion picture vibes. Yeah. Paramount fans too. Yeah, Paramount probably were fans.
I mean, they served the purpose at the time. I think they were quite good.
What color sleeve would be for trash collector? That's what I have. At this point, you could probably make up any type of color, except one that's been used.
So there you have the Big Eagle is the big boy on the block.
It is. That is like 3 foot of pure play value. That is amazing. That set is that play set.
Yeah, you got your landing pads underneath. I mean, it's funny they got the black there, but they never put it underneath.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
pod,
put stickers on it.
things like that. They got little side rockets there. They were like little thrusters. Mine usually they're broken.
Yeah.
You can get repro ones, of course.
Yeah.
And things.
Well, that's
like
what
that.
I did.
So, but yeah, this was when I met Matt back in the day. This was the first one of the first things we both got, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Had to get one of these things.
It was our first toy that we virtually got off eBay.
Yeah. And thank God, because these things, they're a bit of a dime a dozen these days, especially trying to get them complete. And then if you can't get it complete, to get the parts separately to make it up, they're just a little bit expensive.
They are virtually impossible to sort of.
Yeah.
Well, it's not impossible to get, but it'd just be very hard to get a good one and get a box.
Yeah. So those little side thrusters, those little grey side thrusters you see just about, these ones here that you're pointing to. I bought reproduction ones, and I put them on my Eagle and grabbed the original ones off.
Yes.
And put them away.
Yeah. My idea was actually to I was gonna paint one white, put new stickers on it, all that sort of thing, make it look good, because that's what a few people I'd seen online do. They actually painted them up to actually look like the show.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
But these days I wouldn't do that. It'd take the value away from the toy.
Correct.
We've got the new one coming out, which I'm sure Matt will go into.
We can talk about that later. Yeah. I actually forgot all about that, to be honest.
Well, they've just done a redo of this toy, but not exactly. They've modernized it.
Yeah.
As in they've updated it. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger scale to this one. So I think they tried to make it more like the studio scale, didn't they?
Yeah, more like a more studio one. Yeah. So I think it's even longer than this one here. So it's 3 foot. It's probably about. It could almost be close to 4.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Anyway, it's not going to fit in one of these glass cabinets beyond.
No, probably another half foot bigger than this, but so just a little bit bigger scale.
Yeah.
Very detailed.
Yep.
The figures, the new figures, these ones, it's a bit hard to see because I'm way over here from the thing. But these figures here, they've only got like 5 points particular. Well, actually 3. The head swivels. The arms go up and down, and that's it. And then he turns at the waist because the legs are in a static pose.
Yeah. Okay.
So
wow, they don't really move.
Yeah, they don't really move. And
they were based on something else. Mattel had released some toy soldier line.
Okay.
They were repurposed.
Yeah, and you can see that they're out of scale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so with the new ones that they've done a set of O-ring figures like the G.I. Joe figures.
Yep.
And so they can sit in the cockpit, they can sit in the chairs inside.
Yep.
And they've got, unlike these ones with the silly helmet they did at the time, they've got the actual proper helmet, which is more like the bigger figure here. And they had this type of helmet.
Yeah, there was a video, and they we see how they got the. I don't know if people can see the orange glass.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. I'm way over there.
That's all right. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can see it's got and this one, the little visor comes up, so it looks like the old motorbike helmet, which it probably was.
Yeah, probably
in the day. So.
All right, let's say good morning to a few people. Good morning to TJC. Catch up with the chat here while give you a break talking there.
No worries. They're too excited with this show.
And Nate's here as well, so say hello to Nate. They're all just saying hello to each other, which is nice of them. Everyone in the chat says Dino. Good old Luke. Like a lot of people here, Luke, I know nothing about Space 1999, or very little, but that's okay.
Come on, Luke. It was filmed in your country.
Yeah, you should. Well, Luke Wasn't born.
Birmingham.
Let's just give him that.
Birmingham or something.
He saw some die-cast eagles in a store near me. Okay, and they were crazy money. Oh, you mean like recently, Luke? As in like a second-hand, like a vintage collecting store? Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll show you some. I've got some of them. We'll show. That can be the next thing we'll show. We're just go through all these. Hey, peeps in the chat says Scree. I'm just going through, catching up here, Andrew. That's all.
Yeah, that's all good.
What's Nate saying? That's freaking sweet spaceship. Oh yeah, absolutely, my friend. The new one, I don't even know how we're going to get that into the collection, to be honest.
Well, I said to Matt, the new one, I'm going to sleep with it because it's that good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, that's it. Plastico, they're just, yeah, a little bit mind-blowing. Like when you find them in your, you know, when you're in your 40s, you just go, wow. Everyone should at least watch the first episode. Thank you, Brendan. That's a good call. That's what I was like. I challenge people to just maybe just take that time for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, just to maybe watch that first episode. And in actual fact, we'll just show these dinky toys, and then maybe we'll just talk about a couple of our favorite episodes. Just
yes,
so maybe people, that gives them an idea on maybe gets people excited.
They are on YouTube. If you type in full episodes, the whole 2 seasons are on YouTube.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you can find them on YouTube. I had, so you'd have to go and buy it DVD set. Okay, there you go. Rolando, the Eagle One play set. Nate says, "Are you guys getting the release?" Oh, yes, yeah. You'd have one you could actually play with. Yeah, that's right. It'll be 50 years before the plastic gets brittle. That's right. Never thought of it that way, actually, Nate. But you're right. We are getting the reissue.
That's what I worry about with modern toys. The type of plastic they're using biodegradable. It's like, is 20 years later I'm going to find a pile of dust on the shelf. where we've got a toy that's you're 50 years old.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's still going.
Your first in is best dressed. What does that make? Retro Tinker. There you go, a classic. Johnny, a classic.
Well, sorry, I'll be back in a minute, Matt.
All right, that's cool. Good evening, Ian. Happy Father's Day. That's right. Happy Father's Day to all again. It's in Australia. It was a Father's Day in Australia. It was a busy day today. Just I had my kids come up and visit, and we went out just for some, we got some Subway, just went down to the water and just with a picnic blanket.
Matt, can you make yourself big? I've got a case of a huntsman spider.
Huntsman spider?
Yeah, and the missus is going crazy. So I'll be back. In Australia, we have spiders as big as your hand. So,
alrighty, sweet as. Huntsman spider. Is it in the Eagle, Andrew? Space is the place. So I'll just keep going with the chat here. G'day, Enzo. Yeah, hope you're going well, my friend over there in Western Australia. Just like Johnny here. Yeah, I'm going to download. There you go. Yeah, so you found them. Always looking for classic shows to watch. Yeah. Look, I guess season 1 we thought was probably the best. Season 2, as we said, is a little bit different. So some of the stories are a bit laughable, but the monsters are pretty cool. Like it's always a dude in a suit, but like the makeup that goes behind it and adds to the suit it's quite good actually. They put a lot of effort into the suit, like monster suits. Just saying hi. Luckily, most corporations are lying to us about eco-friendly plastics. These things will outlast us, probably. We've got Zazel in the house. Good evening. You see, so you've got, there's something there. There's a little glasses, purple, yellow. That's probably some little emoji, which isn't being shown on Restream. Sorry, Zazel. Terrible. These cheap ones that we use here. Space spiders are the worst. You think they would have done an episode on space spiders? It would have been really scary. G'day, Scotty. How are you? We'll just flash up your comment there. There you go. G'day, Scott. Oh, how are you going, my friend? Hope you've been well. Hope you've had a good weekend. Nate. How come I wonder why the emojis aren't coming up properly. That's a bit strange. Anyway. Well, as Andrew's away, I will continue on while he hunts down a huntsman spider. I'll show some Dinky. While they did Mattel toys, Dinky also got in the act with some die-cast toys. So there was 3 originally released. So this is actually my toy from the 70s. So it's been actually I painted liquid paper on the jets there. So they're not really white. They were a metal, and I liquid papered them because I wanted my eagle to look more like the TV show. And I remember this whole jet unit fell off, and my dad glued it back on, fixing it up for me. But that's my original 1970s Space 1999 Eagle. I played with this stuff with it. Look at it. You can see all the paint coming off it. But you know what? It had like yellow canisters that popped out here, like it turned underneath. So they slotted in here, the yellow canisters for them. This up here was where string came down, like you had these winders, and it wound, where is it, these ones here, and that wound string down, and you could pick up that was magnetized, this little round thing on top, and it actually picked up the yellow canisters, and which were magnetized on the top, and you could bring them, wind them up like that, and it'd come up, and you could click them in there. So that was my original Eagle. I found that in a toy shop in Seven Hills, which is near Blacktown in New South Wales. I'll never forget that. That's my pride and joy. I love it. And then so they made that one. That's, apart from me liquid papering the jets, that's pretty much original. They made another one, so I've picked these up. So this is, I guess, another version of it, and this is a green one. So you can see here, that's the original. There's the magnet there. So that's what it looked like. Now these canisters here are reproduction canisters, so they're not original ones. So people do make some reproduction stuff, but basically you can pull one of these out and it should go. Is this magnet still going to work? No. Oh, it does. Look at that. The magnet works there, and then this winder here, let's wind it down so you can pretend it's there you go. Some action, toy action there. It's going down slowly. I don't think that's probably been used for 30 years, maybe more. There you go. So that is what it did. There you go. The Eagle in action. So there was that one. It was just different color. It was more chrome on the jets there. You can see they're quite shiny. The camera's kind of struggling with me and be back there. Basically the same. And so not only that, but there's a little button on top here. And you press that, and that would release that center section like that, see? And that would drop down, and that would fly off, and you could probably fly it around and pick it up and pop that back in there. Lots of play. I had so much fun with these things. And the final one, which was more, I think I've kind of done things like this. There's the white version. Now I think this, in actual fact, I don't know. This came with, I think, the green one, and I've just swapped out the green, make it all white, more like the show. They didn't really make the Eagles the same way as they made them as the show. You kind of had to get a couple of Eagles and play with them. So this comes down, so you've got your stairs there, and there was some like glass there. So these are all just original. I haven't done anything to this one. It's missing a door on the other side, but these, and they're like underneath, it's a bit, you can see the jets were once quite chromy. There you go. So that's the Dinky version. There's 3 Dinky versions. They made different, I think they re-released them quite a few times in different colors as well. I'm just going to check out the chat here. Doesn't look so.
All right, coming back.
That's all right. I've just showed the 3 Dinky Eagles.
I had an hysterical wife battling a huntsman spider. That was the size of my hand.
What did you do with it? Or shall we not tell anyone?
Well, I usually don't like to spray them, but she wanted it gone, so I had to spray it. And it ran up into the lounge, up into the 100.
Oh.
And I've got these lounge chairs that are all electric, and they weigh a ton, and I had to break the 2 parts, flip it over to get him out.
Wow, it's no wonder it took so long.
I should have taken my stun gun.
Zapped it.
And it's set on kill too, so it's pretty good. Far out.
It's all good in hindsight.
Only in Australia, I think. I need to swig of my coat. Bloody hell.
No, it doesn't look too dinky. For a dinky toy, it looks good, doesn't it? Scotty's here too. Scotty's appeared while you were hunting Huntsman.
Hunting the Huntsman.
Yeah, and there's Ian's appeared as well. Love the colours on the original ship. Yeah, you mean the blue one, Ian? Yeah, I just showed those 3 dinky ones, Andrew. So
cool, excellent. Yeah,
I kept the ball rolling. These this is what I saw, Matt, only a few weeks ago. There was 3 different variations. Yeah, so I can't remember. I think the green one I showed. I think it didn't have this red one in the middle here. It actually had the white in there.
Yeah, I
swapped it out.
You swapped it out. Yeah,
just so that, because that looks more like the eagle from the TV show, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't release one like that. You had to kind of buy a couple and swap them out. So
it's funny because that one's the green one, and people go, "Why do they use those colours?" But at the end of the show, when the titles come up, there's a glow of a green eagle, and I always think it's like the dinky.
Oh yeah, there was. It was like the light shining off a planet.
Yeah, and it
kind of makes the eagle look green. Yeah. So that kind of reminds you of that. Yeah, it is a cool. Yeah, I just showed the play features as well, Andrew. Like, because this one here, it's still got the magnet on it.
Okay.
And these are just repro canisters, and the magnet was still working. So I just showed people how that kind of connected, and I just made that go up and down just so people.
Yeah, that's where they were dumping the nuclear waste in the moon.
Yeah. So that's what they used to dump the nuclear waste.
And that's typical of what humans would do. Dump their waste on the moon.
It is actually. It's Gerry Anderson must have known.
Yeah.
Looks like it's lowering tubs of protein powder to beefy space.
Yeah, that's right.
If only they wouldn't have got into that trouble. It's cool. Yeah, it is very cool. It's just every now and then. This is what you got to do. You have a little bit of a play. It's just to remind yourself why we had these toys.
Yeah, Phil. I know, Phil, that you've got our redback spiders in Japan now. Enjoy those.
You're welcome, Phil.
Yeah.
Now, is this really Andrew returning, or is it the spider wearing Andrew?
He's wearing a skin. Far out. It's all you need. Battling spider in the middle of the night.
I'll watch a series soon, but how many crew members did the Eagle cater for? In the toy, well, yeah, like there was always 2 driving. Driving.
Yes. Two pilots.
2 pilots, yeah.
Yeah. So and then had actually from the pilot's view.
Yeah.
It actually, if you look back from the cockpit,
yeah,
it actually looked like that.
Oh, wait a sec. Well, look, I'm going to glitch you a little bit, everybody. But if I put my virtual background on, this is kind of what it was like. And if I move out of the way, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So
that's the Eagle for you. Two pilots, and in the background, all the way back there is I guess where there was like passenger area where there was probably four people could sit.
Yeah,
and I'm disappearing into the void. So I'm
going
to take my background.
And it was very much like I think Wally, because he probably got the idea from these. From Thunderbirds, from Thunderbird 2, where they could change the pods. The pods in the center here, the whole frame could lift up, and it'd drop these different pods.
Yeah, well, that was actually a thing in the show, wasn't it? They could actually drop that middle section.
That middle section, which was very Thunderbird 2-ish.
Yeah, and they could just fly off, and that pod would be like basically a science area. So they could, I guess the concept was, if you're exploring, you could dump this on a planet.
Yeah.
Go get your samples, run all your tests and everything, and then the Eagle could come back later in the next day and pick you up and take you away.
Yeah, so That was a good concept, really.
Yeah, really well thought out, wasn't it? Like, let's, you know, there you go, Andrew. Apparently, you're entertaining enough to be a reality show. Space 1999, and here we are hunting down spiders.
Yeah. Which reminds me of that. Like, let's get to it. There's a favorite episode.
Favorite episodes. All right.
Favorite episode, and it's called Dragon's Domain, and it was the stuff of nightmares. I mean, it was like
Let me get some pictures up.
I think it was related to it because the monster was the size of our huntsman. So, and they were just huge.
Let me just. So I'm going to get back to the comments soon. I'm just going to share a screen again, and we'll show you some pictures of Dragon's Domain. I don't know anyone like Brendan may remember this episode if you've seen it, but this would be one of the scariest episodes of Space 1999, season 1, wasn't it?
Season 1, and I only just watched it again last night.
Yep.
And I invited Matt, but I was shouted down, and
sorry,
because Matt was out.
I was at a wedding. Yep.
So what it is with the concept of this one is you can see there the top ship.
Yep.
Is a what they call the Ultra Probe, and it was like a deep space exploration probe to another planet.
Yep.
They come across these ships and they dock with one of them, which is the one underneath.
Yep. Whoop.
And inside, where they open it up to the ship, and all of a sudden that giant monster appears. Now you think, oh, okay,
look at that.
Just a monster with like an octopus monster with an eye, and it's not until it grabs them, sucks them under where you'll see the bottom of where Matt's pointing out there.
Yep.
And then sort of like eats them like a spider and spits their skeletons out across the floor.
Yep.
Wrapped in like a gooey web.
Which is basically, see this skeleton down here? That's what you turn out to be.
So
a hunk of skinny skeleton thing.
Yeah, and it just spattered across the floor, didn't it? It was just awesome. But as a kid, it was the scariest episode, you know, and because this was special, the episode was set before the moon was broke away from the Earth. Yes. So it's sort of like it goes big, sort of before it broke away from the Earth and after, because they come across the spaceships again that they came across.
Yes.
And that's where the pilot started to have flashbacks, interact with the monster on the base sort of thing, and like a vision of it.
Yeah.
And he's got to go fight his monster.
Yeah. So
you know, and you can see there one of the pods actually he escaped because the pod it could jettison as like in the toy.
Yeah.
Could jettison away, and you can see there and he is a life capsule. So
that's how he got away.
Yeah, he got away and
left all his mates to die with the octopus creature.
and that's the difference between series 1 and 2. This is very adult, very
a little bit dark,
very dark.
Yeah, and a little bit like a little bit of a horror episode too, like with this monster.
Yeah, it is
swallowing and spitting out skeletons, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know we get sort of as a toy thing. They never did a toy of that. They did like a cardboard cutout, I think, or something. Maybe.
No, well, I'm going to tell you. I don't have any pictures, but on Etsy, this guy he 3D prints this monster. It looks amazing, even enough that you can put a yellow, like a light in there. He actually, and with it, you get 3 corpses as well. And, you know, you have them there at the end. So it's, dude, like, and if it's a lot of money, it's like to get out to Australia about $200.
Wow.
But I tell you, mate, like if you had a spare $200, you would get what this guy has created. You got to paint it all up if you want to paint it all. I know that's where your skills may fall down, but it looks amazing as a bit of a diorama piece. If I can find it somewhere while we're chatting, I will get it for you.
And also with the monster, if you go back to the main monster again, Matt.
Oh, yeah, let me just go back one here. Yep, this one here. Yep.
Yeah, give it bigger.
Yep.
But with the monster, it just doesn't grab them. It's got these tentacles, as you can see.
Yeah.
It shines a light that hypnotizes them, and they're sort of like hypnotized to be drawn into the monster.
Yeah.
And the monster screams. It actually screams as it's as it's sort of like, it doesn't growl or anything, like it's actually screaming, isn't it, Matt? The monster.
It's a bizarre thing. So I'll just go back to here, but this is what this girl's doing over here. She's you can see like there's some beams starting to form around her, so she's going to shoot it. But before she can pull the trigger, it starts to basically hypnotize her and stop her from shooting it. And then the tentacles reach out and start dragging her into the monster.
Yeah,
so they can't kill it.
So the main pilot you see up there in the right hand corner, on the screen, he's the one that survived.
Yeah,
actually, when you start the episode, and I was thinking it because I was watching it very carefully last night, and they show him in his room, and like Star Trek, they have their sort of like their ornaments on the wall, and he's got like hatchets and spears and things like that. He's actually like into collecting like vintage weapons. Yeah. And I would have thought that he would have used the spear at the end of to get into the like Moby Dick type of thing.
Yeah. Well, it could have been like, well, maybe that's the whole thing around it. That was his Moby Dick.
That was his Moby Dick, yeah. But he didn't use that. He used a hatchet to get into it.
Yeah, he had that.
But
yeah, that's it. Indiana Jones or whatever. That's right. No, that's right. Well, and I don't know how many times we've seen this episode. And so I'm going to go over to my favorite episode.
Yeah, you do that.
And let me just, I'm going to get where is it? This one here. All right. And so let me share the screen again so we can, people can see this. So this is mine. Now, this is actually over the years, it never used to be. I've always enjoyed it. But this is now also a season 1 episode. That is my favorite, Andrew. The Guardian of Piri. Now, this one, this is where everyone just gets taken over, and it's, let me go to the next picture here. So basically, it starts off with this eagle flying around, and they kind of go a little bit nutsy, and they kind of think they've crash landed. But when they send another eagle, they see it suspended there, and all these, like, these are the sets they made.
It's like
these
poppy field, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like these are all like little foam balls, like little foam balls down here. Anyway, this the guest star in this episode is Catherine Schell, who later becomes Maya in season 2. But she gets like, they all become a bit like dazed and confused, all the Alphans, and they all like, I think John goes to try and meet her, and he as he heads back to Moonbase Alpha, he crashes, and he's unconscious, and they leave him in medical center, and the whole of Moonbase Alpha evacuates. Yeah, I mean, the dudes with all their hairy chests, they're all, and all the girls with their bathing, like, I don't know, these things on. They're all out of their mind, and they're all cuckoo. And but it's just, I love this episode because it's John against Moonbase Alpha, basically.
Yeah, it's like they were all having one big orgy, wasn't it?
Almost. Like, they're all spacey. Like, they're just staring up into space. This, and she ends up being a robot, and the planet's actually dead. And John they all get, when John shoots the robot, they all get the spells broken, and they all evacuate. So they're all he's playing with a foam ball there, Victor.
Yeah, that's right.
They're all space cadets in this episode. So.
Yes, people got to realize when they find a planet, they've only got a short time to accept go down to the planet, colonize it, and it's because the moon's still constantly moving.
Correct. Yeah.
So
they've got a little time on the planet.
Yeah, a short window where they can go down and say, yeah, that's a good planet, let's go live on it. Oh no, the moon's going to be out of range, and they can't sort of catch up with it. So
yeah, correct.
And so they're always running. There's always something wrong with the planet. And they've got to run and get back in the last sort of minute.
And I'll tell you, Catherine Schell in it, like the outfit she wears is like, as a young fella, and even now today, you go, man, it's pretty revealing. Like, she's, it's just a short little white dress. not covering much, and just go, yeah, she's pretty hot. Like,
I don't think I noticed that until I rewatched it as a teenager, Matt. But...
yeah, exactly. The show, yeah, we're selling it up, aren't we? It's one of those things. I should check that out someday. Yeah, well, maybe that's what I guess maybe that's what we're trying to do. Get people to maybe just as Brendan said, just maybe check out that first episode.
Which one? Breakaway?
Yeah, Breakaway. But we're going through a couple of more of our favourite ones, which you might sort of find quite interesting, and we go, I'm going to skip to that one.
You going, Dave?
Dave, I hope you're well, my friend. It's been a long time. I hope you're feeling good. I think you went to Sandown. I think I seen a picture with Stu and Dave, and I can't remember, but I just remember seeing a picture on Instagram today. So it's good to see you back at Toy Fairs, my friend.
Good stuff.
I need to drink.
You need to drink.
Talking, bloody hell.
And Dave, if you missed it, I had to go off for about 5 minutes and battle a spider that was big as my hand, because I know you like our spiders down here.
It was a live spider hunt.
Yeah, my wife was screaming.
And he forgot to take his stun gun, so he had to manually beat it to death.
It was set on kill, but I got no batteries in it, so I couldn't make the noise and scare it off. And there's another story. We have spoken about it before on our streams, but that was years ago.
Yeah.
And we got these two beautiful items, and the characters have like Star Trek. They had guns. Now these ones were.
Make you big. I'm going to make you big, Andrew.
Thank you. Is the stun gun. So
the weapons.
Now these are replicas that 1612 made from England.
Yeah.
We got these about 3 years ago now, Matt.
Yeah, probably about three years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Replicas of the show.
Yeah.
I had a different type when I was a kid. It was a water pistol. I still go on about it today to Matt. How I had this stun gun water pistol. And my dog chewed it, and I think to get one today, I'm looking at like $500 or $600.
That is gone.
These great. This makes sounds. It's got lights. I haven't got the batteries in it because it's a little bit hard to get the
batteries. Dude, get some batteries into it.
Well, I was going to put batteries in, but the cover's a little hard to get off. And getting out, I was worried about hurting the electronics in it. But anyway, it also came in this box with the now they had a communicator, and
Johnny,
this is John's communicator. And now in the day, this was quite amazing because they had a TV screen in there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
and if I can show you here, it actually speaks. So they could, shush. And so they could actually communicate. They looked into it. They could see the other person on the view screen, and it was quite amazing to see a little TV screen that big that actually worked. It wasn't. They weren't looking at a picture. They were actually looking at a working screen.
Correct.
In the 70s, which I think they had the cable going out. Whenever you see it, you don't actually see
the whole thing.
The whole thing, but
yeah.
So this is a replica. It's got his. They had their
ID on there.
ID on the side.
Yeah.
With this, I wish they had an ability for a blank one where you could put your own face on it.
Yeah, true. That would have been cool.
Would have been cool. But it does the phrases. So, and then does other things. I think that's maybe off. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Made different things. So they used them to open the doors.
Yeah.
So they turned it around and no, not that one. That one. I think was it?
Yeah, that was the open door. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was great. So we got that when we saw this. They were bringing this out. we thought that's amazing. We've got to have those.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Matt ordered 2 from England.
Yep.
Here's the box. They come in a nice window box.
Yeah.
Bit about the show on the back.
Yeah.
Now, Matt, do you want to tell the story?
Oh, look, yeah, really briefly, because like it's kind of been covered before, but
Covered before,
like,
but quickly.
It was made by a company called 1612, and we got them shipped out to Australia, and it got all they had on there was, I think, stun guns. That was on the customs form, and
It's on the box, stun gun. So
yeah, stun gun. So customs thought they were stun guns and held on to them and confiscated them for a while. And so I had to work with customs to try and explain to them that it wasn't a stun gun; it's a toy gun. And they wanted details. So I had to contact 1612 and basically say, how can I explain to these guys that it's a toy? So then they wanted dimensions and what it was made out of, and was a battery operated. So I had to send all these details to customs and pictures to show what was in there. Like, they had it there. So I don't know. So I just needed to send a link from 1612 to show that I have bought this online, and it had a big product description so they could read the product description, that it was a toy, just a toy. Yeah, anyway, eventually they released it, and so I think it was down in Melbourne at the time, and so I think it took, like, by the time it landed in Australia, it took another six to 8 weeks to get up to Sydney, because then they sent it on a truck, and the truck made its way up to Sydney, and we eventually got them. Yeah. But there's a big hoo-ha about them, and 1612 are really good. Like, I contacted them and told them the problem, and they said, look, if they confiscate them, we'll resend 2 out, and we'll rename it differently on the customs form. So it's an interesting story, but we finally did get our stun gun. And the good thing about 1612 at the time, the guy that owned it and ran the company, he was similar age, and he, as a child, always wanted a stun gun and communicator as well, like Comlock. Yeah. So a lot of work went into getting them right. There was a lot of back and forward with the company in China to get them right, because there was a lot of technical work in those the Comlock, and they weren't quite right a lot of the time, the sounds.
Yeah, so they're just spot on to the show, and even the gun makes the sounds from the show. Yeah, they're spot on, and it's they are excellent. It's a good replacement for my water pistol. That's for sure. It filled that hole.
Yeah. There wasn't like, and they come out, as Andrew said, about 3 years ago. But before that, like, there was from the toys in the 70s, Mattel. There was not much in regards to toys, was there? Like, until probably about 2002, 2003.
I think Remco made a gun.
Oh, well, that is back in the 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was like a gun that they'd repurposed for different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Other toys.
The thing that was the closest was that water pistol that I had. Yeah. It was the same color, shape, and everything, and thing like that. But that was about the only closest thing that I'd seen as a kid. And
it would have been. Goji says, great story. And the lads from Keep On Collecting have been on the government watch list ever since.
Yeah, that's right.
There's Johnny saying Andrew had to beat that spider to death with his own shoe. Well, Ozzy wouldn't go on stage. But I think it wasn't until like 2002, 2003 where Colton, I think it was Colton, or who makes those ones that are sitting in front of you, the smaller one. You got the Medical Eagle?
Well, actually, Product Enterprise.
Product Enterprise made them. Yeah. So what about those ones, Andrew? Like, tell us a little bit about those ones in there, because they were released.
They were, well, I'll have to get my glasses on the box there.
Are you?
Because I'm as old as the show, so...
Yeah, that's right. we're older, sadly.
99 these came out. Nice. There's the box for them. It's got lovely dust on it.
Let me make you big again, Andrew.
Oh, I'll take these glasses off from here.
These are cool.
Yeah, these are the boxes that we're in. Lovely dust on it because they've been up in my cupboard.
Excuse the
And there's the back of them. I mean, these things, you got to display them out of the box, of course.
Yeah. But they were metal, weren't they, as well?
These are metal. These are die cast. They're very heavy.
Yeah.
Very, very detailed.
They're beautiful. Yeah. And like, I can't remember, did the middle come out of these ones? I think they did, but just from underneath, didn't they? Like
yes. So,
and you could pull that middle.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's either comes out or I've just broken it. Either way.
You just broke it. Yeah, that's it.
So like Matt explained, the pods come out, so that could be on the landing pad. Yeah. And then the Eagles will come down and pick up a different one. Yeah. And things like that. But they are really cool. They are they're metal, very heavy.
Yeah.
And very expensive back in the day, and they're more expensive now.
Yes. So you've got the medical one. So the one with the red stripes is a rescue eagle. So there was a lot of eagles crashing in the show. They went through a lot of eagles.
I actually thought this was the KFC one, with the red stripes.
That's where the bin chickens.
It's for the bin chickens. We're on KFC? Of course we are. So, and this was the normal...
That's a transporter.
Transporter. Right. Now, the one they used to... Well, as Matt's got... I think... I'm not sure if you ever shown it while I was battling my monster.
No. Which one's that one?
You got the science one.
Oh, yeah, I'll make myself big then. And I'll show... I think I can just flick myself. Oh, look at that. I can... Okay, so this is the laboratory eagle. So what's different here is the sides pop out. Like, it's just... This is even heavier than like
it had a different shape to show it was the laboratory one.
Yeah. And so it's got an extra jet there underneath. I don't know why. Anyway, it's cool how they just had different designs for eagles.
Yeah, it just sort of expanded the actual idea of it all. It was really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a good. Yeah, there you go. So that's the the laboratory eagle, they call that one.
God, yeah, the science one. Yeah.
But and then the other one they had was basically a white version. So I showed everyone the little blue dinky one. So this is the blue dinky one. So that's the size comparison, I guess, with the blue one. But this is the white one. But these weren't magnetized, so they had this string down here. And they had the this is called the freighter eagle. So this is a little bit different, I guess, again to the eagle here.
Well, I think the center of that came out again, so they had different ones. They had where they had a platform one, they had the winch one.
Yeah.
So it dropped out as well, so they had all these different for whatever working application they needed.
So there you go. It's got just hooks in it. So
you broke it.
So that fly around.
Yeah.
Like this, and then that just dumps it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right. So that's pretty cool. Like anyway, these, and then I think there was a special one. There was an orange one, wasn't there, Andrew? Which neither
was the orange security, or was the orange one for dignitary?
Dignitary ones, yeah, dignitary. So like there was a commissioner. He came up on that, didn't he?
Yeah, he came up on that one.
Anyway, so that was they're the so they were released for Product Enterprise about 2002 2003. They're quite hefty asking price now on the secondary market.
My if they are, yeah. But that's not all they had. I didn't get a die. I don't know if they did a die cast one of the Hawk, but I've got the model.
No, they didn't.
Now I'll just show you a picture of the model kit.
Yeah. Let me just
the Hawk was their version of a sort of like back on Earth, of like an attack ship that they used like a fighter ship. And they didn't have them on the moon base. They had them
for exploration, correct?
Yeah, and so there's an episode where they fight these. They think they're actually an alien and was using them as a disguise, weren't they?
Yeah, it wasn't. I think the aliens were. They met these aliens and they could read their mind, and they basically projected into the Alphans' minds that a whole scenario, because they knew that the human race was a little bit violent, so they ran a whole scenario through their minds, and that the Alphans basically used. They kind of had those, didn't they?
Yes, that's right.
And so the Alphans attacked them, and the Eagles were too slow. Were getting destroyed by those hawks, and basically in the end, the Moonbase Alpha was getting hammered and getting destroyed, wasn't it?
Yeah, and in that episode, it was the only episode they had where they had these things called moon tanks. It's a shame we haven't got the model kit.
Oh yeah,
which was the head of this on a tank with a gun up in the air, and I actually found the model kit they used, which it was a British Centurion tank.
Yeah,
and so I actually did the base of it, and I was going to I had to spare one of these heads.
Yep.
So I had like 3 of these heads, and I was going to sort of cut it and put it on the model and because it would have been in scale to this.
yeah.
So I made the base, and I put the caps on the wheels of the tank and how they did it, and that. But that's about as far as I got.
I know. Johnny's saying, Victoria customers pretty strict. They can destroy what they like and don't owe you a cent in compensation. Yeah, there was rumors around when I was dealing with it. I was getting a bit scared because there was something like that.
We thought they were going to split them because they're like, I thought, they're going to open these up with a chisel or something like that. See what's inside.
The version. Oh yeah, I just quickly showed it. Let me just show you again, Dave. Sorry, I hope you're still there watching. I'll just chuck myself big. So there's a couple of them, Dave. Sorry for everyone. There's the blue and white, and this is my childhood one. That's why it's in a little bit of bad condition. Guess this just played this to death, but it actually has yellow canisters, and it should have like a little magnet underneath that gets on the end of a string there. So there's a blue one. Then they also did a green one, but I think this green one came, and there's also a white one. But this white middle section, because that drops out with this button on top, Dave, and this white part came with this green eagle. I've just swapped the middle parts out, and this white one came with this red centerpiece. So I've just sort of swapped around and made mine. But there was 3 different versions, and I think like the chrome on the first version, like I can't remember. I think the chrome came out in the first version of this green one, but then when they re-released the green one, it wasn't as chrome. It was just more a silver paint. So there's like a bit of a first and second release of those dinky ones. So I hope you're still there and you could check that out. There you go. It's bin bag, looking good. Goji saying, I found a Mattel Eagle at a flea market around 1978. Wow, I used it with my Star Wars figures. Yeah, that would have worked well as a stand-in for the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, until he got the actual Kenner toy. Yeah, they would have fit right in. Like it's funny because these came out just before the Star Wars toys. So a place that like this. In actual fact, it probably came out a little bit too soon. If this had come out around the same time as Star Wars, I wonder if it would have gone a little bit better because maybe kids might have seen it and grabbed it and used it, like Goji says, with their Star Wars figures.
Yeah. And well, that's what I mean. Obviously they had their run, but you think they would have re-released them again to cash in on the Star Wars phenomenon?
Yeah, true. But maybe it depended on licensing. Maybe they didn't have the license back then. So pro tip: if you find yourself being attacked by mind-reading aliens, just think of really gross stuff. Someone chewing with their mouth open. I'll move on and leave you alone. Okay, how do you know that, Nate? Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember the green one as a kid. Yeah.
Now, Matt, do you want to tell them about show them the re-release of the big Mattel one they did? Did you show a picture?
Nah, not yet. I was going to go through.
Last.
I was going to just go through just some smaller items. So, the bubblegum cards.
Go for it.
So you've got some cards there. I was just going to show some smaller items that have come out over the years because I've got some books, and you've got the book there. I see a technical.
Yeah, they got the technical manual. That just came out about a year ago.
Yeah. So I can't remember. I think this is a like an Anderson special.
Yes, Gerry Anderson store. They still have it, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. They do. They still have
and
this.
It is very.
This is called the technical manual, isn't it?
Yes, and it's
hard to hold.
It's a beautiful. I'll have to hold it like that.
Yeah, I understand.
We're on it.
Yeah.
And ding, turn the page. And
the Moonbase Alpha Technical Operations Manual.
So you can see they've got everything in there. They go through everything type of things, the travel pods, the different the medical bays, everything they used.
Yep, it goes through the whole living quarters.
Yeah, the ships,
the Eagle bays.
You can see there the ships and things like that.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's a great book, the Gerry Anderson store. I mean, look at some of the artwork in it. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your science eagle there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and I haven't fully gone through the book myself.
Yep. And there's even the tank. Your tank's in there.
The tank's in there?
Yeah, page 160. Your tank is in there.
Okay, and look at that. You know, it's beautiful. Page 160, is it?
Yeah. Now, how many pages all up? This is it's a thick book. So 270 odd pages in this book.
Oh, there's one of the tanks.
Oh, okay.
They got the three tanks. The tank there it is. There it is. Here it is.
It smells like a new book too. It's amazing.
Look at that. So you can see there. Now, you can see that they've got the same cone that they have on the Eagles, right? But the bottom is actually what they did. Apparently they made this model overnight. The three models they were doing the episode. They had to do it sort of virtually overnight. And the bottom they used is a Centurion tank.
Yeah. And
so I got the same kit they used, and I found the little caps. They're just little screw caps you get.
Yep.
And I put them in, and that's about as far as I got.
Good one, Andrew.
I thought,
when you retire, you can build it.
When I retire.
There you go.
Well, I think it was probably that they'd actually make something, I could ready buy it. So they did in that for this scale, didn't they?
Price again.
I think. But that's a great book.
Yeah, they did. You're right. They did. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think Product Enterprise did do a tank, didn't they? I'm trying to remember, man. Yeah, that's a while.
They
back.
Still have these on the Gerry Anderson store. They have the other episodes. UFO. I think they've done a technical manual for that as well.
Yep.
Great book. Matt found that on the store. I was so happy he did.
Yep.
And I check on that store all the time. Actually, they do have some great stuff come out.
That's where we got the uniforms as well, didn't we?
Yes.
So I'm going to show them now something, because that technical manual Andrew just showed, there was back in 1970s. Now everyone's probably heard of a magazine called Starlog magazine, and in the back cover, I was only a young adult, so the magazine was out of print by the time I found this. But on the back cover was this Space 1999 technical notebook, and you'd mail away to Starlog magazine in New York, and they would send out this technical notebook. And of course, when I found that it must have been in the early 90s, I went, oh, well, I've missed out on that, haven't I? But, the wonders of eBay, Andrew, the wonders of eBay. And look what I have found.
Beautiful.
Moonbase Alpha, the original Moonbase Alpha technical notebook. And I've had this for a few years. It's not something I've recently acquired, but it's the official edition. And like the first page, like it's all black and white, but you can see in there, it's where is it? It says it's Starlog magazine. Is it there? Oh no, it must be the next page. Sorry. So they're all drawings, technical drawings, but yeah, it's actually from, you can see Starlog magazine in 1978.
Wow.
Or first printing, 77, October 77.
There you go.
So this is what I saw in Starlog magazine, and yeah, I mean, someone, I think it wasn't Big Bad Toy Store, it was some other site tried to do a reprinting of it, so you can see like it's like the Doctor Who technical manual, and you got all these drawings of the
Yeah,
Comlock
so there's
in it, right?
you get your Comlock, yep.
Proper technical drawings, and it goes through some dates like a timeline, but they're all black and white. I guess that's just the way it was back in the 70s. There wasn't any like, and they're pretty crisp. Like it's got an episode guide as well. They're pretty crisp.
Okay.
But when they redid this version, I picked up. It wasn't in a red bind. It was in like just a folder you'd get from the newsagent.
Yeah, just a note.
And the reprints of all these pictures they had, they were all like fuzzy and like that's decently clear. They were worse than the 78 version.
Yeah,
it was so dodgy. So I just threw it away, and then I hunted down the proper one. And someone on Australia, they had this version, and I snaffled it up like it was like super cheap. So I got the original one that I found in Starlog magazine. Stoked. I think I was going to just show. There was also anyone remember Viewmaster?
Oh yes, Viewmasters.
So Space 19, 3 reels of Space 1999 fun. But it's seen better days as well. But it's just got like a little booklet in there of Space 1999, a little bit of a story that goes with it.
That was the closest thing we could get to, say, an iPhone and watching it in bed, eh?
Yeah. And Andrew is kind. He's found, like, over the years, there's a couple of annuals as well. So I'll make myself big again. Sorry, everyone. They did 3 annuals. So I think this would have been the first one. 75, I think that this was the first one. Yeah. So 1975, so that's a Space 1999 annual. Then I think I've got the second one. I think, or is the third? I think this might be the third one. I don't know. But anyway, there's another annual.
Yeah.
But there's one more, and I haven't quite got there. That's the hard one to get. And Andrew found me an activity book.
Yeah,
so when I get stressed, I can colour in.
That's when you had your first knee done.
Yeah, you got
he can colour in while he's.
There you go. Oh, it's got dinosaurs. Space 1999 and dinosaurs.
That would have been cool.
Imagine an episode like that. There wasn't episodes like that, but that's not my colouring in.
Oh, mate, you did a great job there. That's
a shocker.
Well, that's what you call a temporal vortex.
There you go. That's pretty cool.
Hey,
there's activity. So is that like join the dots and oh yeah, look 71, 72 that you join them and make. I remember those things. Anyway, they're cool. Andrew's been helping me track those down over the years. And cards. I think there was some cards released. Have you got some cards there that you can?
I have. They're in the wax. Well, of course, they're wax packed.
Yeah, wax packs.
Like everything else. The tops. They tops. I think they are wax packs. These are sealed ones, unfortunately. Yep. I haven't got any loose ones to show. The smell of the bubble gum's gone, but they're still in there. So we've got some nice wax packs there.
Yep.
And they were probably about 20 cents at the time, not $20 like they are now.
I don't know.
But also,
I think I'm struggling to find. I used to have pictures of the new Eagle. I don't have pictures anymore.
Ah,
I've got rid of them. I'm really sorry, everybody.
Well, hang on a minute. I'll find that on the phone, and I'll come around and I'll put it up to the camera.
You're going to use your phone.
Yeah.
That's such a Zazel thing to do.
Papers on.
We did have annuals. We had annuals in Australia, didn't we? We copy.
Yeah.
We're very similar to the English in that way. We had annuals.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We did.
If it was English, we had it here.
Yeah, so Mego didn't do them, but Palitoy had some figures, Dave. In the 70s, Palitoy, I think, did maybe four figures, 8-inch. These, I've got the Mattel ones. I really don't. I wish with these, I feel like I should be wearing gloves because, they got the material They're actually not the original accessories. There was a site called Mego. Can't remember, Dr. Mego or something, and these actual those accessories that come from there. And there's the John one. So they're the Mattel ones, and there was a Victor as well, which I've got. But they, Palitoy did some, and I know there was Paul. They did a Paul with white uniform and red sleeve, and did a couple of aliens as well.
Yeah.
But they're Mego size. I don't know if Mego. Nice score, mate. Thank you. Yeah, well, it's hard to find some of these. Hey, you just need eBay to help you out. Sometimes we've got odd UK hard. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Where is this bloody
Hollywood? No, do we really want it? Actually, I'm gonna at the end. I'll tell you a little. It's not another story, but people who know Space 1999 know we have kind of got a finale because the show did the 2 seasons, and there was never really a finale. It never really got its finish. It just kind of ended. But they did do something that kind of helped closure, I guess, for the show and its fans. And in actual fact, if they did do a reboot, Goji, they could probably base it off this thing that they did in, I think it was 99. They did it. Funny enough.
Well, I'm just coming around to show everyone. Now, this is the which we will receive this year, hopefully by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Is the redone one, which is bigger, as we stated, and this is here it is here.
This is the picture I used for the thumbnail.
You see the picture used for the thumbnail, which let's get in. Look at that beauty. Now it comes that they are actually 3 3/4 O-ring figures.
Yeah,
and it's got an interior. It's all painted nicely, absolutely beautiful. Now, and I believe I saw on one of they were at the company called Sika, I think they're called.
Yeah.
They are releasing a 5-pack of those figures as well. So an extra 5-pack.
Wow.
And so you can sort of like army build. I think I just lost Victor there.
Yeah, you're not going to Space Australia 1999, the booting.
Poor Victor.
And recently, in recent years, they've who's been making those new ones with the moon buggy?
Oh, the one of Victor here.
Yeah, who's been making those? Are they also 1612?
Wait a moment, I've got the box here, and I think you are correct.
Oh, they are 1612. So yeah, 1612 have been doing some good sets recently, but I don't know if they've got the license for them. I think the Anderson store has taken back the toy license, but this is basically now we were getting good stuff from 1612. We got the stun gun and Comlock. The lights kill me on this. But that's the Alan Carter figure there. Oh man, I'm really struggling. Alan Carter with his spacesuit on.
So they had a moon buggy that they got around on the moon with.
Yeah. Are you showing anything? No.
Well, I'll find it in the book to get a good picture. I can show people.
Actually, you know the one you gave me? It's a bit of a custom, but it's cool.
Okay, yeah, that explains
Andrew gave me this many moons ago, but it's a bit of a custom job, but that's the moon buggy, basically. Got little lights there. These are custom, like someone's custom-made containers and, for space to chuck in there, but that would probably be close to fitting a 6-inch figure in there.
Yeah, that'd be right. That'd be for a 6-inch figure. Yeah, but the same size as the other one there you got.
Yeah, that's the same size, almost the same size as the one in the box here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Shivers, it is, dude. That's excellent. But for some reason, I think they've got an issue with the actual reproducing the uniform. So everything they've released, so this is Paul, everything they've released is basically in spacesuits. I don't know why.
Now, now Gerry Anderson, they've released these line of 3 3/4 figures, and I'll have to come around again and to get a bit closer. These by Master Replicas, but we got if I can show the back, they're the different figures.
Yeah, wait a sec, we're just gonna make you big.
They're different figures, but we only wanted the UFO one would have been nice. We watched that series.
Yeah,
but we got these ones. Now these are 3 3/4.
Yeah.
I'll get back a bit.
Are they? I think they're 5 POA, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 5 POA. I actually got 2 of them, so I'm waiting for the new ship so I can take one out the card. They got their little stun gun and communicator, and they also come with a stand, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it does. It comes with a stand.
And so they must have got. I mean, it's not. It's close likeness to him in a drawing version, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So no, I don't know if they got away without, the licensing for to use his face.
And they've done Alan Carter, Nick Tate as well. So
yeah, which
these are
got
good.
that.
These are starting to come out now, and I think Nick Tate's due out. The Nick Tate one, Alan Carter, is due out in the next couple of months.
Yeah, and before they like as Matt in the background of Matt there, you'll see he's got the big dolls, which were like the Mego dolls.
Oh yeah, I'll run the camera over them in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just show you the Alan Carter one. They did these. They sort of did these replica dolls, but the thing is, the helmet doesn't really fit that well on the.
Yeah.
They were a bit space uniforms, weren't they? Yeah, so they're a bit dodgy, but the likenesses aren't too bad.
Yeah, the likeness is not too bad.
I mean, he's actually a bit brown. He looks a bit Indian. Actually,
he's well tanned.
Yeah, because they were made in India.
Oh, they were actually, yeah. The classic company, I think these
are
actually
made in India there, so you can see there. So made in India.
Oh.
So I wonder if they went. Oh no, they're got to be that darker color, that Indian color. Because look, he's definitely
the skin tone of the Indian.
He's definitely an Indian Alan.
Oh dear.
So, but anyway, the helmets sit on top.
Yeah.
They weren't as bulbous as that. I mean, that looks.
No.
Look at that.
That's really bulbous.
It's like he's got high air pressure on the moon. He's got a pop. I mean, here's the actual the helmet. Now I'm closer to the screen. I can show you.
Oh yeah.
Here's the actual helmets. So, and they had their names above there on the, as you can see, and they had that color, and they lifted it up. As you can see, they're the old 70s motorbike helmets.
Almost, yeah, pretty much. That's all they used. They would have, yeah.
I think who was 1612 were doing 1:1 scale helmets, but they went under, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they were doing 1:1 scale. Yeah,
which would have been nice, but they obviously, I think the company went under, and like Matt was showing, that's here's my 6-inch version of Victor.
Yeah, we won these actually in that with Stu when he's 24-hour stream. Yeah, we won that in the auction, didn't we?
So there's spacesuits. His helmet goes on, of course, fits nice and snug on there. And only one problem with these, and I tried to fix it today. They are ultra sticky.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're sticky. It's actually I washed it because it comes off. You can take that off.
Yeah.
And now he'll suffocate because he's lost his front pack. And they'll put that back on, and it's sticky. It's very sticky, and I washed it with a bit of dishwashing liquid, but it still remains sticky. So I think he'll have to go back in the box because any lint or hair or dust is going to stick to the front of that, and you'll never get it off properly.
Mm.
Yeah, you're running away.
Well, in actual fact, Dave goes, that's a spacesuit I wouldn't trust. I tell you what, Dave, the amount of times they got into a fight, like a fisticuff on the moon's surface, and the other guy would get on top of the other guy, you'd get on top, and he'd start undoing a little thing at the side where like a little tube at the side, and all the air would start coming out of the helmet. They were crap spacesuits, I tell you.
Actually, these figures do come with a little tube that attaches the helmet to the back oxygen supply.
Yeah, you're right.
They're so fine. I just left it in the box because there's just no way you sort of like if you weren't going to show it or move it around, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
There's just like a really fine little hair.
Let's get back to this. Dave says if they did reboot it, it'd have to be called Space 2099. Have you seen that on YouTube, Andrew? How they've redone it as Space 2099. So it's something actually someone's come up with, Dave. They've done like an intro and called it Space 2099.
There's also a guy that was like CGI, computer CGI recently, and remember I showed you Matt, and he had updated the Eagles, modernized them, and they look excellent. They'd modernized the Eagles.
Yeah, we don't want to modernize too much though.
No, they didn't modernize it and took away not like they did say with Lost in Space with the movie.
Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to see if my camera can get up there to have a look at these, because these were all released around 99, 2000, I think they were, all these toys. So we're just going to see, I'm going to see if my camera, am I right? There we go. Can anyone see that, or Andrew?
You might have to make yourself, but can you still make yourself big?
Make myself big? You getting me to multitask, my friend. You know how hard that is.
There we go.
All right. So hopefully it's shadow. So we've got like, they're all about 8 inches, I think they are. So these are all characters. These are all second season characters. So I'll get up here a bit. So that's Bill. And they're all like wearing their cloth costumes. I think this was a dodgy Alan.
Yeah, Dodgy Alan, but it's the Dodgy Alan. He's actually what the Mega one looks like.
That spacesuit is just so much worse. Anyway, so then we'll just go along here. So Maya could transform. This one here is Maya. Sorry, it's so dark. My lights are too. Well, I could turn my lights on, but it might just be too bright. Is that too bright?
No, that's all right. The rings.
Yeah, all right. So let me just move along. So we've got Alan here in the yellow. That's Alan. He's the chief pilot, the yellow guy in the yellow sleeve. We've got Paul. So Paul they did this in the Pally toy.
Yeah.
So the Pally toy, see how it's white with a red sleeve. So you'd probably find a Pally toy one just like this one. The security guard. This is really cool. This was limited to I think 5,000. And Andrew picked one up one Christmas, probably about 3 years ago. And so they're quite rare. I love how he looks a bit Italian, because it was like, man, I think it was an Italian release.
Yeah, because Italy put money into the show, didn't they?
Yeah, but it was funny how they did a toy from 1999, 2000, and it was specific to Italy. Yeah. A bit weird. And there's Tony Viderci. So yeah, obviously that's another. He was chief security officer in year 2. And then we got Sandra hiding behind here, and so she was from series 1, but also appeared in a bunch of series 2 episodes as well. So anyway, that's those ones there, and there's my eagle there.
That's the eagle there, but with the eagle there, you could probably see the gun rack in there, can you?
Let's go searching. No, it's on the other side.
Oh, it's on the other side. You can see the winch there, but there is a gun rack hiding behind that pillar.
Can you? Oh, look, the camera's going right in there, Andrew. Look at
that. Get right in there.
Get right in there, brother. Anyway, that's the eagle. Actually, see this here. This is a Matchbox car. They actually used these in the show. What they did was they cut the back off of this vehicle. And you had just basically the front and the base, and they put like a clear plastic over the back, and they were seen in the Eagle bays. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's why I've got one of these Matchbox cars, and they're quite inexpensive on eBay. And you could, I'm not going to go because, it's metal being Matchbox. I don't really want to hack into that. but that's why that's there.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, and then I've got my the back here. That's the VHS of Destination Moonbase Alpha. So that was a movie length episode. There was a double episode, and they turned it into a film.
Yeah.
And that's the single. They actually used the music at the end of the show on that Destination Moonbase Alpha, and that's the single, the LP by Oliver Onions. How about that for a name, eh? Anyway, I'm going to bring this back in now. I'm just going a bit haywire here. Let me just get you back here. There you go. There you go. All right. You know, we're heading on 2 hours here, Andrew.
Oh, okay. You're getting there.
Yeah. I think we're gonna. Oh, there you go. I've lined that up all right, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot clearer now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's clear. We'll have to do another 2 hours now. It looks clearer.
Nate says, "Send one to me. I'll hack into it for you." You know, I would trust you to do that. I mean, if that's an actual, offer, I'm doing it. So many moustaches.
Yeah. 70s. And if people don't know, what was popular with us too was because the character who was a pilot called Nick Tate, he was Australian, and he played it as an Australian accent. He even had footies and all sorts of things in the show, didn't he?
Yeah, they played a little bit of rugby league in the show.
And it was really good because they kept him for the second series, and and we could relate to it because it's very rare that you saw back in the day someone who didn't have to put on an accent. It was Australian and didn't have to put an accent on. Yeah, so it's Nick Tate there at the end here in the yellow sleeve here. So he's an Aussie. And he was only going to do one episode, and they were going to kill him off. Yeah. And apparently he was quite popular, and so they kept him on for the whole 2 seasons. And I actually tried to contact him to meet up with him, with Matt and myself, but he lives overseas. He doesn't actually live in Australia anymore, so
no, a bit hard to meet someone. Oh, this is some more season two outfits. Oh, can I go into another episode?
You certainly cannot.
Okay. No, I'm going to talk to you about this episode as well. It's called Space Brain. Yeah. Do you remember Space? I love this episode. Now, Space Brain is one where this eagle, they fly off into this entity in space, and it just gets foamed. And look at the eagle. You can't even see it in there. That's all foam all over it. And it gets crushed. This foam actually just crushes this eagle. And it sends a ball back to the
that's right.
Alpha, right? And they have no idea where this ball came from. It's a big one. It's really dense, and they're studying it, and it's actually crushed the 2 pilots up inside as well. So, they're studying and going, and it's got trace elements of human in it.
Here you go, because I'll crush it.
But this is such a fun episode because near the end, there's this guy called Kelly, and it's the anomaly is going through his brain, and this is Shane Rimmer, and he only recently passed, sadly, and Shane Rimmer, it's communicating through his brain, so he's going crazy, and it's trying to communicate with his space entity, but in the end, there's this episode, and this is all foam, like soap suds. Yeah. They've got it starts pummeling the moon base with all its, these are supposed to be anomalies, and, it's supposed to be, but they're so dense, it's supposed to crush you. And I just thought, as a child, this is amazing. Look at these soap suds that they can dive into and run in. Look at them all having fun in these soap suds.
Yeah, apparently it took them a long time to get it out of the set, didn't it?
Yeah, apparently the story was the director, the soap sud machine was so loud that no one could hear the director. I think Charles Crichton, who eventually won, he won an Academy Award, I think, for A Fish Called Wanda. But at the time, he was in his 60s, and no one could hear him yelling out, cut, 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 and they're all still going. Anyway, he ran over. As he's running over, he forgot that suds are slippery, and off he went and fell down and sunk into the soap suds. Anyway, like Nick, I've read this thing with Nick Tate. He says he got up out of the soap suds. He just was covered in soap suds. He said he looked like the bloody abominable snowman. But this to me was a fun episode. Like, it was supposed to be serious, but like full, just Moonbase Alpha full of soap suds. That was my favorite, one of my favorite episodes as well.
Another episode worth mentioning, and was sort of close to the first season, but and that was the Bringers of Wonder. Do you have a picture of the Bringers of Wonder?
I do, my friend. Let me actually, I'll just, who was a comment? Nothing like being attacked by shampoo. That's right. Yeah. Johnny actually said earlier, he goes, with these toy collections, there's no room left in space anymore. 1999, that's it. Day or long hair, gentlemen, I can confirm it's terrifying. I'll get up the. There's not too many. I've only got a couple of the Bringers of Wonder.
That's all right. Monsters.
Just get that going here and increase the size. But yeah, basically the Bringers of Wonder, that was cool because what happened in that one, Andrew?
That was a 2-part episode.
Yeah, yep.
Which they turned into a film sort of thing.
Which was that destination. That one I showed, the VHS I showed. Yeah.
Now, with the premise of this, they had a Earth ship catch up with the moon.
Yeah.
And the people that came off the ship were all relatives or friends.
Yeah. Of
that they saw, except for John Koenig. He saw these monsters.
He saw them as they were. Yeah.
He saw them as they were. And it was such a great episode because
they're all fooled.
Pardon?
The whole of the moon base was tricked into thinking that they were humans.
Yeah. And they were these. They had the eyes and they were pulsating and had blood running around them and everything, didn't they? It was really
the close-ups. Yeah, they had they made these eyeball. Like in actual fact, they only made 3 suits for the scenes. So they said a lot of these ones at the back are life-size cardboard cutouts, and they stuck them around at the back so people wouldn't know that they couldn't afford to make too many suits. They only made 3.
Good job, because you wouldn't have noticed at all.
Well, they're just sitting in the back, right? So this is a scene where they had basically broken the spell of the aliens, and they're all like, "Holy crap!" and they're all screaming, going, "Oh my god, they're aliens!" And so that's where they stuck all these cardboard cutouts around the back here, and these couple in the foreground would have been a couple of the suited aliens.
But the story also wasn't just that the aliens were trying to infiltrate the base. What they were trying to do was trick them to put their nuclear reactor in overload, explode, so they could soak up the radiation and live.
Correct. Yeah.
And so it was such a great episode. For a season 2 one, it was
probably the best one.
Closer to a season 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was probably the best season 2. Like I was going to say, if I had a favorite season 2, this would probably be it as well. So, but yeah, what was I going to say? In actual fact, I read that this episode, the aliens in that episode, you know, the one I just showed you with the space brain with the phone.
Yeah.
At the end, Moonbase Alpha, the moon, just as it's going through space, hits that space brain and kills it.
Oh, okay.
They wrote a book, and basically the aliens were feeding off some of the energy of that space brain. When they killed the space brain, then the aliens went and searched for some nuclear radiation, and that's why they went to Alpha.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they linked those 2 stories up.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was which is very clever of them. So, but anyway, might start. Is there anything else we want to show or say, Andrew? Like,
I have shown, I think, everything in Space 1999 that I've got.
Been very good chat tonight. Very good audience sitting here listening to us rant on
about a show that's 50 years old and we still watch.
Yeah. Except it didn't work.
We still love dearly, and it's only now that we're adults that we can get these wonderful toys. It's just incredible. There's such a big fan base for it overseas. I mean, to get a communicator that lights up and says
ceasefire. That's rather cute.
Exactly, ceasefire. And and it's just amazing. I would have loved this as a 7 or 8 year old.
Oh, for sure. But we would have broken it. We would have played.
like I said, I would have left it outside, and my dog would have chewed it.
Yeah,
My old man would have said, "Too bad, I'm not buying you another one."
Yeah, but we can still enjoy them now. Like like these dinky ones, I can still fly around, and we've got to be a bit gentle with these big ones, though, don't we?
Yeah. And the beauty of it now, because we're older, 50 years older, is that we're eccentric.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, so
it's funny, Nate. You should say this. I was worried the aliens were trying to fool them into mating. That was funny because there was a couple of them like kissing, like they'd show scenes and they're kissing, and like as an older, I don't know how much older, I guess it took a long time to actually see that episode for myself. Like I didn't see that in the 70s. I seen that probably more when it was a rerun in the 90s. So now I'm in my 20s and I'm thinking, well, he's kissing a human, but like really it's an alien. So he's kissing an alien. Like, can't he feel it's a bit slimy or
right? And they're huge and
they're like. Anyway, it made your mind think about weird things about like, what are they doing with these aliens? Like, they're giving each other hugs, and I'm like, can't they tell it's a bit weird? Like, not anyway. But we got them when we were over 40. That's right. Even better, we got them when we were 40.
Yeah.
And the show did end, Andrew. Did you know that? As in, it actually got a proper ending.
Oh, that was the one with Sandra, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the whole moon blasting out of Earth orbit happened on the 13th. It was 13th September 1999, and that's when that Earth blew out. Sorry, the moon blew off. So it's actually called. So on that date in 1999, so 24 years after, but actually on that date, they actually got some sets left over, like season 1 sets, like the computers. They actually got John's desk from season 2, and they got Sandra, who was from season 1 and 2. They got her into a season 2 outfit. And I think Johnny Byrne, who wrote a lot of the original season 1 scripts, he came back and he wrote a short 7-minute script for her. And it was her basically saying that they had found something Alpha Terra or something they called it, a planet where they could settle, because the life support systems had failed or starting to fail. So they had done Operation Exodus. And basically, so it was set 20 years in the future.
Okay.
No, it was 20 years from 1999, so it's supposed to be in 2019 or 20 years from the last episode. I don't know, but she just said it's been 20 years and the life support systems were failing, and they were evacuating and starting a new life on this planet. But the interesting thing that she does say, because I rewatched it, is that they were going to do it. The moon was going to get slingshot around the planet and come past again in 25 years.
Oh, okay.
So Goji was saying earlier, he goes, and they're talking about a reboot, and I thought to myself, that would be the perfect way to do a reboot of Space 1999. They're on the planet. It's maybe not really working out. Like, think of something. Or, they're planning to try and get back on the moon to get back to Earth or something. I don't know.
And come back.
Yeah. And so as it's coming back after 25 years, they've got to try and get back on, and of course, a lot of people have maybe perished, and there's going to be descendants of the original characters.
Yeah. I think they could redo it and have it set in 1999.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Had the 1999 technology, which because they were set in 99, but it was the 70s, so their technology was, do it in 99, and they have held the technology from 99.
Yeah, true. Anyway, I don't think they would. I guess if that would be more of a sequel. If they're going to reboot it, I guess they would have to do the journeys on the moon, right? That's the whole
Yeah,
point.
they'd have to reboot it from the first story.
But that was basically good closure for all the Space 1999 fans. Very cool. They showed it at some con back in 1999, and the fans went crazy. They went crazy that they'd finally got this closure from their favorite TV show.
Yeah,
and it was kind of cool because from season 1 to season 2, there was a few main characters that just disappeared, like Victor and Paul, and she mentions them. We've lost a few, and she mentions Paul and Victor and another couple. And it's really cool, like a good closure for the show and for the fans. So even if they've never touched this show again, that's fine.
Yeah, that's sort of how they ended it. We find out what happened
in that way. So there you go. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Anything anytime to talk about this TV series is I'm in. As I said, we love it. Still love it today.
It was Andrew's suggestion because it came up on our feeds that it was 50 years old. We knew it was 50 years old this year, but we couldn't remember the actual first episode. And Andrew just said, "Hey, let's do a live stream." I went, "That's a good idea. Let's just get our gear and get some pictures and our toys and show everybody."
That's right. And, people watch it, they do. If they don't, well, we enjoyed it ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. But there's all you guys in the chat. Thank you very much. And thanks for making fun of it. And because that's half the fun. Because we laugh at it ourselves still. We laugh. Some of the episodes are laughable. Some are great. And give it a go, guys. If you haven't seen it, just maybe watch an episode. Maybe you can hit us up and we'll give you the names of an episode to check out.
Tell us if you like it or not.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you.
We do. Yeah, there is a lot of passion within the show, so we still love it so much. We just it's one of those things that and there's only 48 episodes, so we just keep watching it. Bad old men we are. So once again, I can't thank you guys enough for hanging around with us.
Yes, thanks for watching
that journey with us. So appreciate all your support out there, everyone. With Keep On Collecting. And our live streams that that pop up every now and then.
And we can reenact the end of the show, Matt. As the Eagles going past.
Oh yeah, I should have chucked that as an outro, shouldn't I?
I'll do it for you. Oh, you'll have to do it with the green eagle, actually, won't you?
The green eagle as it flies across the screen.
Yeah, that's right.
Dun, dun.